curry.
Nice smell coming from the kitchen. We've got Paul Rankin here today. So this is the base of your
This is what we call
curry.
the aromatics, the onions, the garlic, the ginger. And no matter what type of curry you're making, you need this in there.
You start with that.
Yeah.
Well, that's working well because it's
It's giving you a bit of that.
fusion is-
So once those are cooked, you add, I'm just using curry paste, okay? So a couple of tablespoons of the curry paste going in. You can add
And
more.
when you say just curry paste, because you look at the shelves now and there's tikka, balti, boona.
This is just Madras curry
Madras
paste. So
curry.
this is my home family curry. So I've cooked this for 20 years. I grew up in a house with 3 vegetarians. My wife, my 3 kids were all vegetarians. They hated it when I brought fish home or meat home. So this is the type of, kids are home from school. I come in, Jeannie, kids are starving. Paul, make us something quick. Make us a quick curry. And so this curry has been passed on to numerous people. My kids all cooked this curry at university.
So it's kind of evolved in your family.
It's just a simple family curry. Okay, so we have the aromatics, the onions, the garlic, the ginger. In goes the spice. I love potato curry.
So do I.
Potatoes and curries. And even in summer, it's a lovely thing. And it keeps us feeling like we're kind of at home, doesn't it,
Yes,
Em?
it does, and it makes you full.
Yeah,
you up.
absolutely it does. So I add enough water to cover this. So and basically then, as soon as the spuds are cooked, we're almost there.
Do you just simmer those then till they're getting soft?
Yeah. So I'm going to add a couple of vegetarian stock cubes. So that'll go in, and that'll give us the salt and a wee bit of depth of flavour. Now, if you want to make the spicing more personal, you can add to your curry paste. I like to add things like fennel seeds, a little bit of clove, a little bit of cinnamon. But if I only have to add one thing, the thing I will add is cardamom, because it's got this lovely, beguiling flavour. And you leave them in there, and it creates little taste bites. So you give them a wee bash, and then just whack the cardamom.
Are these the ones you find sometimes in rice and things, don't you? In an Indian restaurant.
Yeah. And so we're going to cook some rice too. So,
And the smell is wonderful so far.
so quite often in a household, the man will cook the curry.
Yes, that's the same
Well,
in our
not
house.
in my
Is it?
household.
Well, I order it. I do.
He does,
I'm
he always
always
orders it.
primarily ordering
Yeah,
the curry.
he's
That's
definitely
my
in charge.
Good man. Okay, now with the rice, I like to use jasmine rice. The sort of Thai jasmine rice. Basmati's wonderful too, but it's just a little bit more.
And does it actually taste florally, jasmine rice?
It's got a slight perfume to it, but I love the texture of it, and it does cook a little bit quicker than some
So
of the
you've got
others.
a sort of pan-Asian infusion going on here, have you?
Ooh.
A bit of Thai, a bit of Indian going on here.
Well, no, I mean rice.
Bit of Irish.
Rice is rice.
Yeah, this is Irish rice, man. Irish rice. So you can just cook it plain. I also like to add a little bit of spicing into this, so a little bit of cinnamon stick, a little bit of cardamom, a couple of cloves, and a little bit of turmeric. And that just makes it a little bit more exotic, and it's dead easy. Now, when you're cooking rice, I like to use the kind of I call this the Asian method, where you cover the rice just up to your first knuckle.
Right.
So you don't need to measure your rice and measure your water. You just cover it up to your first knuckle, and then you bring it up to the boil it for about 8 minutes until the water's absorbed, turn it off and let it steam.
So don't stir it when it's cooking.
No, don't stir it, no. And it's as easy as that. That's how I always cook rice, and it always comes up great. Okay.
Right, so meanwhile...
So imagine this has been cooking now for a while. Eamon's been cooking that for a while.
Yeah.
He's the master of the curry.
He's there, he's got his apron on.
So if you're wanting to add chicken to this, I would add chicken in maybe instead of the chickpeas.
Okay.
So just sliced chicken, maybe a couple of breasts might go into that. In goes a tin of coconut milk. I'm going to add the chickpeas because we're going to keep this nice vegetarian, which was my family tradition.
So that's a bit of protein.
Yeah. And all we do is cook that out. Now, the potatoes will disintegrate a little bit, and that will thicken it up slightly. The coconut milk will cook down, it'll start to thicken up, all the flavours start to come together, and it just becomes simple and delicious. So that one would need to cook out a little bit more, and this is what you get. So this is the real deal. And you see how it's thickened?
It almost looks a bit like dal. You know, that
Yeah, well,
slowly
it's not a
pale-
million miles
Yeah.
away from
What did
dal.
you say? It looks dull.
Dal.
Oh, dull.
Dal. Looks
but
like dal.
It's a bit on the bright side, isn't it? On the light side.
So
Yeah,
the
that's
rice
pale.
will come out like this. See, it's just steamed, and you'll see it's nice and fluffy. So what we're going to do, we're going to make...
Hang on, we didn't see that. You just put the lid back on. Here we go. There you go. Fluffy
Nice.
rice.
So, we're just to freshen this up now, what we do
Bit of colour.
is add in some
Gotcha.
nice cherry tomatoes, some green beans.
So you've cooked the green beans.
I cooked the green beans.
Yeah.
You could add them in earlier, but then you'll start to lose colour, yeah? Start to use colour. But the tomatoes, you don't want to cook them too far because they've got a lovely sort of freshness to the whole thing.